The Quan is a high value man. Okay? Mark down there at the HR. That's a high value man. You know what I'm saying? He got his 401k together. Alright? His hairline is still with him. Okay? That baby has not gone on to glory. That's a high value man. Back to bennystake. I'm your girl Benny, and child, I am still on a journey to reaching 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Y'all, we are at 6,000. Okay, it's giving growth. Okay, it's giving growth on the channel, and I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. It's such an easy free way to support me, right? Because the numbers and the viewership can translate to money, okay? Money that I need. I ain't asking you to pay me directly, but if you subscribe and you watch my videos, it's gonna help the girl. So if you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you always know when I upload. So we have a couple things that I saw on the internet, and I don't wanna say holding off, but I've been meaning to make this video for a minute. And so let's just go ahead and get into this. I don't know if you guys saw the tonight's conversation. So you had this man who came on, and it was like, I believe him, this other lady, Kiara, two other men, and this other lady. And so the question came about, like, do you believe you are a top tier man? First of all, I do have to say, one thing about black people, we gonna come up with some descriptions that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like high vibrational food versus low vibrational food. Okay? High value men versus low value men. Top tier men versus low tier men. One thing black people gonna do, they gonna come up with a description that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And the crazy thing is, we all know what they mean. When you ask me what a high value man is, I know what you mean by high value man, right? It's just like some descriptions that we be making up that makes a whole lot of sense for us to have conversation. He a high value man. Or he not a high value man. The Quan is a high value man. Okay? Mark down there at the HR. That's a high value man. You know what I'm saying? He got his 401k together. Alright? His hairline is still with him. Okay? That baby has not gone on to glory. That's a high value man. You know what I'm saying? That's a top tier man. We just come up with different things. Even when it came to the low vibrational food. I know what a low vibrational plate looks like. I just had one for lunch. I literally just had 2 low vibrational meals 30 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a real thing, but we know what a low vibrational food is. Because if you provide me with 2 options, I'm going to let you know which one is high vibrational versus low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? We always going to come up with something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And I feel like every other Tuesday is changing. Because it used to be a high value man. Remember Kevin Samuel and them? It used to be a high value man. Now we're no longer talking about high value men. We're talking about, what is the terminology? Top tier. So it done gone from high value to top tier. Give us till Wednesday. Okay, by Wednesday at 3 o'clock, we're going to come up with another name. Because that's just what we do. Okay? Black people gonna come up with something that's gonna make sense every single time that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay? We done took the word tier and we done added it to a man and it done made sense. Okay? Because in your average life, how many times are you using the word top tier? You're not until black people start using it though. You're not saying you gotta love black people. Because the way we carry culture is just, it needs to be studied. All right, value and height. Typically, people used to use it when it comes to, like, businesses, when we're talking about profit and everything in between. But black people was like, nah, we're gonna talk about it when it comes to relationship. Now you got everybody on their podcast talking about a high value man, a high value woman, a top tier man, and a top tier woman. It's just, we just be taking language on a whole nother level, and I love this for us. All that to say is, so we had this man, okay, and they don't ask him to describe himself if he believes to be a top tier man. So let's hear what our good brother had to say.
Modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
I think I'm getting to that point where I am just tired of these conversations. With modern women are doing this, modern women should do this, modern women are not doing modern. What about the modern men? Y'all want women to be so traditional. What are y'all traditionally doing that is traditional during the traditions that are traditional? If y'all don't want women to be modern, okay, you want them to go ahead and be traditional during the traditions that are traditional. What are y'all traditionally doing to ensure traditional women? Because modern women do not deserve top tier men. We're about to listen to what he describes as a top tier man. But before we even get there, if you want a traditional woman, what are you traditionally doing to acquire a traditional woman? Because the traditional men that I know, they used to go to work. All right? Traditionally speaking, they used to fight wars. Traditionally speaking, they provided all the money. Traditionally speaking, they used to know how to mow the lawn. Ain't nothing traditional about you. You on a podcast. You don't get no modern than that. Don't nobody know how to unclog a sink. Don't nobody know how to paint a wall. Okay? My tire broke down the other day. Ain't nobody know how to change it. It's giving modern. Okay? It's giving podcast. How are you on a podcast looking for a traditional woman? Because traditional men, they are their job. Okay? As we speak right now, Jose's butt crack is being seen by Shantico and them because Jose is down here trying to plumb some things. He a plumber. You on a podcast. We got to be able to be mindful with this. You on a podcast. It's giving modern. It's giving, y'all could not even fix Wi-Fi if it went down. It's giving modern. So you're sitting there as a modern man on a podcast talking about modern stuff, but then you asking for a traditional woman because modern women don't deserve top tier men. You yourself, you're modern. Why are you on a podcast? Traditional men, we didn't know their thoughts. Traditional men, they used to bottle their feelings. Okay? Traditional men, you didn't even know what was going on with them because they would not talk. They just went to work. They came back. They had 75 different families. Okay, was cheating down there. They were cheating on Mother Jean. Okay, with Clara from down the street. Okay, so after their job, they came home. Okay, and then during the weekend, they lied and they had their side families. And Mother Jean couldn't go nowhere because Mother Jean had no job. You know why? Because the traditional man was going to work and providing for the family. We ain't know their thoughts. Okay? Uncle Rudy could go on to glory right now. We ain't even knew what took that baby to glory because traditional men did not talk. Just like this. They didn't talk. You yourself, you're a modern man. You're a modern man. Arguing modern women on my screen.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year.
Hey, it's height. It's height that makes you a top tier man. So because you have a giraffe neck, you can go like this. Now you're a top tier. And you make well over 100K. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of black women that I know that are making the money. It's a lot of women that I know that are making well over 100K. Let's be for real. So you have height and money. And by your standard, that is top tier. Hey! It's your height. Because if we look at Kevin Hart, if he stacks up all of his money and he stands on it, I'm pretty sure that baby gonna be taller than you. You ain't got no jokes. You ain't got no character. You ain't got no integrity. Common respect you don't have. It's just height. Me, I stand like this.
And I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, no, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
And I'm black. Now on that part, I'm not even going to argue him down. Everybody wants a black man. You got Susan B. Anthony wanting a black man. You got Susan B. Anthony going down there to Nigeria, Lagos, Abeokuta, going down there to find him a black man. Look at your feed. Let's keep it a buck. Every group of women, they want them black men. And a lot of these black men, honestly, they're not ending up with us. They're not. Look at your feed. Okay? Pull out your phone right now. Look at your feed objectively. And if they go with us, a black man of my complexion, he's going for at least 5 shades lighter than me. But then when you hear him talk, I don't want to toot my own horn. Me, I'm tall. And I make 100, sir. Just because you're in demand and all these people are desiring you for being tall and making over 100 figure and being black, just because people are desiring you for just like aesthetics and vibes, doesn't mean they truly love and value you. It takes a real woman to do that. It takes commitment to do that. And just because you got eyeballs on you, doesn't mean that all these people truly love you or value you. And the real woman that's actually gonna love you and pour into you, the woman that you in your mind you think you deserve, that woman is going to require more than your height, your 6 figure, and your blackness. Yes, everybody's gonna look at you. When you post a picture online, it's a lot like the bar is in hell. Okay, the reason why he's able to say that with his chest is because you have a group of pygmishas who gather around and accommodate and accept this level of stupidity and the bare minimum. Just because a man is tall, makes over 100K, and he's black. You have a whole lot of pygmishas that will gather around like mosquitoes, just wanting to get a little piece of you. But a real woman that you believe in your mind you deserve because of your height, money, and race, a real woman is going to require more than your height, money, and race. So by this definition, you are the lowest of the lowest of the lowest. I'm talking about lower, 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 lower. This man is lower. I'm talking about bottom pot. Makonono. By this definition, nobody should even be entertaining a conversation with you at all. Nobody. Even the devil not as low as you are. Okay? When we trying to measure this, it's low. You are disrespectful, condescending, argumentative, you lack listening skills, you lack emotional intelligence, you lack self-awareness, you lack thought, you lack depth to you. So you're a little boy. And a real woman, not pygmishas, because I believe you me, even after this, you're going to have a bunch of pygmishas gathering and running around after this man. But a real woman who would actually love you for who you are, that has nothing to do with your height, money, and race. A real woman that's actually going to pour into you does not give a damn about all the three things that you mentioned. And the fact that you don't know that, that literally makes you the lowest of the lowest of the lowest. When we're talking about tears, it's so low. Very low. But am I going to say here that this man is not going to have prospects? He still will. Because why? This entire world is filled with pygmishas. I literally reacted to a video where this girl was talking about, oh, can we normalize intimacy without commitment? Those are the kinds of people. That, matter of fact, that girl and this man right here, together, nobody should asunder that, okay? May the Lord put you both together so that nobody can sunder that. You literally got women talking about we should be having more intimacy without commitment. The bar is in hell. This man is in hell. Lower than hell. When it comes to like value of what a man is supposed to bring to the table, this man is giving you height, his money, and his race. Nothing else. That's what he believes makes him great. And then you got women talking about, oh, let's normalize intimacy without commitment. Match made in heaven. Matter of fact, I will officiate your wedding. If you don't want me to officiate, I would even be flower girl. He's not going to have any problem finding pygmishas. But believe you me, a woman of quality, a woman of substance, they may be attracted to you at first glance, but as soon as you open your mind, they're going to be like, nah, I'm good. Just go. And so let's hear what our good sis had to say, the woman who asked him this question.
Conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And so sis says all this. Everything that she said explained herself very clearly. She articulated herself very well. And anybody with a functioning brain, okay? Anybody who has a brain that is currently here, anybody with a functioning brain would have understood, or at least taken the time to digest what was just said to them. But let's listen to his response.
And with
But I
all that
digress.
stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk. That
All that stuff you just said was just womanese talk. It's like common sense is chasing you, but my God, you are fast. I'm talking about fast. Okay? We got to be able to locate the sense. It literally went through this ear, came out the other. Nothing about that computed. You know why? Because he's tall, makes over 100K, and he's black. And then this will be the same man who then will talk about, oh, you know, women do not care about their mental well-being. Women do not see them. Women do not prioritize, do not create a space for them to be themselves. Women do not. Women do not. This lady just explained to you very clearly. And what came out of your mouth was that, oh, this is just womanese talk. She ate you up. Okay? But instead of sitting and receiving that for what it was, you got defensive because you knew you ain't had nothing to say. You knew that the stuff that you mentioned before was just a bunch of crap that's going to surround you with a bunch of pygmishas. We should care about the mental health of men? No. Men should care about the mental health of men. Men are the ones that need to hold themselves accountable. Men are the ones that need to go ahead and seek help. Men are the ones that need to go ahead and heal from their hurt. Because for him to dismiss what you were saying as far as that womanese talk lets me know that this man, whatever, he has such a low perception of himself that he believes he's best. The best that he has to offer to the world is his height, his money, and his race. That is a bondage. Okay? That is self-imprisonment. You're not getting nothing out of your life if you believe that that's the best you have to offer the world. Your height, your money, and your race, that's it. Have you worked on your compassion? Have you worked on your listening skills? Have you worked on being a man of good character? Have you worked on your integrity? Have you worked on your purpose? What are you put on this earth to do? Have you uncovered that? Who hurt you in your past? Okay, what did you see growing up? But you're not going to take responsibility for that. You're going to lean into the fact that, well, I am tall, I am black, and I make over 100K, and I have a bunch of pygmishas around me, so I'm good. No. So then by that measure, I don't give a damn about your mental health because you don't. A top tier man is emotionally sound. A top tier man literally has their brain connected to their head. Not in Yemen. Okay? Not in Yemen. The brain has to be in your head. And if it's hard to keep it in your head, at least it has to be in the room. In the vicinity. At arm's reach. Oh, I need my brain real quick. Let me just go ahead and... It has to be around you. You can't leave it. When you're down and low, it's not going to be your money that helps you. Okay? It ain't, your height not even going to do you no good. As soon as you're in your 50s, your back going to hurt. And your race not going to do nothing for you. You end up with a pygmisha who don't know herself and don't love herself. Guess what? It's going to be a mess. Okay? It's going to be a mess. 2 left shoes. Okay? It's going to make as much sense as wearing 2 left shoes. So at that point, I don't give a damn. Respectfully. It doesn't make any sense. We even have stories like, y'all know Halle Bailey and DDG, they broke up. And even that story, I ain't even going to hold you. Low-key, I feel bad for her. Okay? But we have to talk about this whole thing in its entirety. The way the two of them hid that wedding, the way the two of them hid that pregnancy, a part of me feels like that was more Haley than it was DDG. literally even made a video like, dang, like, respect that baby's privacy. She doesn't want to talk about her pregnancy. Cool. And in my mind, I was expecting that even when the baby comes, because we all knew she was pregnant, but if she didn't want to talk about it, it was not our place to be, you know, arguing her down and calling her names or whatever the case is. It was our place to leave her alone and figure out her body, because it is her body. Okay? I literally even made that video. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, as soon as the baby comes, we never gonna see that baby. And I was happy about that, because y'all know how I feel about people putting kids online. So they received their baby, and when you look at the way she shares him, she's very protective. The pictures are always giving mysterious. It's always giving like, you're not gonna get a toe, okay? You're not gonna get a little finger. Here comes DDG. You know why? Because this man, DDG, just like Mr. Top Tier, he ain't got nothing and a half to offer. Okay? Outside of Haley, don't nobody know who that baby is. Let's keep it a bug. And I'm not saying this as his value as a human being. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying just like as far as, you know, what he has contributed, don't nobody care, don't nobody know, don't nobody give a damn. So he got together with Haley, got her pregnant, and so now we all know him by association. I know y'all might disagree with me on that, and I'm not saying, you know, to come at her sideways. Sometimes we fall in love. You know what I'm saying? And if you end up pregnant and that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You're living your life the best way you know how to. I get it. But we have to be mindful of these men who ain't giving nothing and a half, leeching on to these successful women, getting them pregnant, having kids by them. And so now for the rest of these women's lives, all we know them is by association with these stupid men. Look at Offset and Cardi B. Okay? Let's be for real. Before Cardi, nobody knew who Offset was. And even if we knew, we did not care. We talk about Offset because of Cardi. And for the rest of Cardi's life, she will have to deal with Offset. He won. You his baby moms, he won. This baby won on a whole tour. I'm talking about, hi DDG, we broke up. Ali and I, we broke up. We have a kid together, we broke up. He ain't got nothing to say, nothing else to say. She said they just are quiet. I'm talking about, look around, everybody on mute. Look around, Halle Bailey's on mute. Mute. But it was him on every podcast, on every pit stop, talking. And only talking about Haley, because outside of Haley, that baby ain't got nothing and a half to give to the rest of us. And so the latest thing was, whatchamacallit, he went ahead and freaking showed their baby on like a live or something like that without telling Haley. Without telling Holly. And so she ended up tweeting, talking about she's so upset. Look at how he's even using a kid. Literally using a kid to just get a reaction out of her. Because before that baby was just like quiet. Okay. We broke up. Okay, next. We still have to co-parent show. But she wasn't bringing nothing to the public. When you look at their family pictures before they broke up, very visible. Showing the baby. Now, when you see her, she's even more private with how she's showing her child. Which leads me to think it was never her thought, it was never her idea to go ahead and start broadcasting this child. It was always DDG. And the reason why he has to broadcast his child, the reason why he has to be talking about Holly all the doggone time is because outside of Holly and the baby, that baby is nothing and a half. As a matter of fact, that baby is negative nothing and a half. I carried the 3. I calculated. Nothing and a half. She's very classy. We care about her. Okay? She has a voice that would literally calm every stone. Beautiful, talented, very sweet. And then you have DDG. And I don't know if this is becoming a trend too, because now you have Sky Jackson. She's also pregnant. And I'm just kind of like, y'all might disagree with me on this, but like, I'm not even going to claim that being married is the end or be all and that you need that to be able to become a mother. But I really encourage just holding off a little bit. But we cannot make this a trend. We just can't. It's not giving. It's just like, you have Sky, very talented, very beautiful. And her whole situation with her baby daddy, just a mess. We need to be able to talk about that. This cannot be a trend. And I'm saying it cannot be as if it's not already, because we're just seeing this happen over and over and over again. A lot of our faves, these successful women who have done so much for themselves, for their community, you keep having them end up with all these men that's just not giving. Even Kiki. Love Kiki. Like, it's just not giving. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below, let me know what you guys think, but it's not giving. This whole trend, it's not giving. It's just these men are coming, just stressing women out. And I hope I'm not coming across as if I'm blaming the women, because no, it's these men. These low vibrational men. Okay, the DDGs, the offsets. Okay, of the world, just like giving nothing and a half, just ruining these women's life, and it's just crazy. Oh, yesterday maybe I did overreact and shouldn't have brought it here. I know that Halo is always safe with his dad. I just don't like finding out with the rest of the world what my baby is doing. Thank you, Kai, for the gift for Halo, because Kai, I guess, was the guy that was on live with DDG. Why is she apologizing? You know what I'm saying? It feels like maybe people started talking at her cash crazy instead of talking to Diddy Jones. I'm like, wait, like, stop. You're doing too much. Your baby's not a prop. Okay? Your baby's not a prop for videos, for vibes. That's a human being. I've always been against parents, okay, or caregivers just showing children willy-nilly. It's not giving, because they didn't ask to be posted. They're still young. Give them a second. Social media is still going to be here. You could have your pictures, your videos, print them up, put them on the freaking, whatchamacallit, on your freaking house. You know what I'm saying? Send like sliding shows to your family. You can share them with a trusted group of people. They don't decide these things. We can just keep putting them online. People are weird online. For the average kid, but even more so for a celebrity child. Not everybody should know what your child looks like. You don't know what people are planning. You don't know what kind of thought process people have. But you have him just, look at my baby, look at my baby, look at my baby. This cannot be a trend. Of these nothing and a half men, low vibrational men, ending up with all these gorgeous women who have worked so hard, who are sweethearts, who have personality, who actually have contribution to society. These men are yet to figure it out. And then I saw this other video. Comment down below and let me know what the context here is. But you have this video of this couple that goes viral after the groom literally assaults the bride at the wedding. I'm talking about. And my only thing is like, why is that baby still here? Why has he not been reunited with the father? You know? Why has he not gone to glory? Because as you can see in the video, people are breaking it up. People are breaking it up. It's 111 men in that room. Y'all are breaking it up. If this is something that people are just doing for vibes and for views, first of all, shame on you. I'm also tired of that trend. But that's a conversation for another day. But two, if this is an actual scenario, I do not care what that baby did. I don't care if you called her, okay, cheeks up, legs raised to the father, okay, having your daddy cross her canal. I don't give a damn what you think this baby did. You're not putting your hands on her. There's no scenario where you're putting your hands on your partner at all. That is unacceptable. And the fact that you have people trying to break the fight, and this man still has all of his teeth attached to his mouth, y'all gotta explain that to me. Okay? Y'all gotta explain that to me. Because immediately after this, there should have been a funeral. Immediately after this, there should have been a funeral. Y'all need to go down there, the UK, and get y'all Freddie from Love is Blind UK. Get Freddie to go ahead and coordinate and direct and co-direct the funeral that will take place immediately after this man puts his hand on the bride. Immediately. So the fact that this was not followed by a moment of silence, we got to be able to talk about that. Again, low vibrational men. That has been the theme of this video. Low vibrational men. It's giving nothing and a half. All right? Nothing and a half. But on a much lighter, not necessarily lighter, but on a much different note. So you have this creator, this white creator, who has gone viral essentially for turning down a travel, a brand trip that she was invited to because the company invited 57 creators from all over the world, and not a single one of them was black. So you have this white creator from the UK, okay? Out of 57 people who saw the lack of inclusivity, who saw the lack and the actual clear discrimination of black women and black creators in large. Out of 57 people, you had this woman who not only spoke up, but said like, hey, even if y'all do not invite me, y'all need to go ahead and replace me with a black creator. It ain't gonna do much. That still is a slap in the face. But yet again, that's at least better than not having not a single person there. So not only did they gaslight her, tell her how she was imagining this, how she was misinterpreting, she did not understand what they were saying. Not only did they gaslight her, they proceeded to still hire another white creator.
So I got invited on a global grand trip of 57 people and not a single creator was black, and I kind of want to talk about it and explain why this is so wrong. For anyone who doesn't know, a global trip basically means that people come from different parts of the country together. So you would expect with 57 people from all different walks of life that there would be black people that would be in that room. Of course, I never actually went on the trip. I actually ended up getting uninvited after I spoke about the reasons as to why this was wrong and why this needed to be fixed. I actually got told, we hope we have a better experience with you next time, which honestly made me howl because I made it very clear that I wouldn't be going on the trip, nor would I be working with them again if they didn't fix this issue. I gave the brand many opportunities to show that they were inclusive, including my last message that I sent to them that they didn't actually reply to, that said if they were replacing me that I would hope that they've listened to what I said and replace me with a black or brown creator that they have worked with. Obviously I understand that that's still no means good enough, but I thought, or I hoped, that it would be a step in the right direction with the very limited time that they had, that it would help. They told me that they didn't purposely exclude any black or brown creators, and just that it happened to be how they came to the list was how people responded the fastest.
Y'all remember in 2020 when Black Lives Matter as a movement just was running rampant, people was putting the little square box, They was out here talking about we stand with you. We're going to be silent. Silent now. We're going to be silent. Mute. We're going to be mute. We're going to be over here. Solidarity. Solidarity forever. Solidarity for... Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how that took 2.5 seconds for everybody to go right back to exactly how things were? Black people never ask y'all for the squares. We never ask y'all for the square boxes, going black, going blue, going... We never ask y'all for all of that nonsense. This is what we meant. Because imagine 57 people all saw the lack of inclusivity. One stood up and said something. Imagine if 57 white people stood up against a brand to demand inclusivity, the same way this girl did. The brand will have no other choice but to be inclusive. Because as soon as this came out, immediately, I'm not buying nothing from that brand, one. And let's keep it a buck. Black people, they consume. Okay? Black people, they gonna buy some things. Let's be for real. Let's actually be for real. So if 57 people came and spoke up on this, there will be actual change. And the change won't be because, oh, you're not saying that they care so much about black people. No, the change will be because you hit their bottom line. When money is involved and white people lose money, that's when you get change. Okay? Nothing that we've ever seen in history, at least in American history, there's nothing, no change that we ever seen that has occurred for vibes. It was money. It was money. The founding fathers did not suddenly start caring about black people. No. It was money. It affected their bottom line. Okay? It affected their bottom line. So if 57 creators all said, nah, we're not cool with this. And so I'm guessing they invited all these 57 creators who have a trusted audience where it will be beneficial for the brand to invite them on said trip. So they invited influencers who are actually influencers within their particular communities. So if 57 of them was like, nah, we're not going to stand for this level of lack of inclusivity. We're not just going to give y'all boxes, squares, black box, and vibes. We're actually going to put actions behind our words. And we're going to use our words to speak up against this and stand against this. If all 57 influencers went back and influenced their platforms on like, no, this company is not being inclusive, we're not going to work with them. Imagine if that happened. Immediately, there will be change within that company. You do it enough, there will be change in the beauty industry. You do it enough, there will be change in the workforce. You do it enough, there will be change. Small changes, but there will be change nonetheless. But instead, what do black people get? Squares. We're going to give you BLM. We're going to give you right here. Y'all going to get praying emojis, thoughts and prayers. On MLK, everybody going to quote you. I have a dream. You got niggas that don't even be sleeping. All of a sudden, all of them gonna have dreams because it's Martin Luther King. Rosa Parks, she said, hear the quote, that's all you will get. But where it actually matters, you got 56 other creators who took that trip. The person that replaced this lady made them 57 and all of them had no problem. They had no problem looking around and everybody is white. Whitey, whitey, if you black, nothing for you. If you white, there's something for you. Whitey, whitey. Hey, whitey, whitey. Hey, if you black, there's nothing for you. If you white, there's something for you. Vibes. You looked in the room and you had no problem. But then these will be the same people when black girls do anything like, oh, black girls, even like the black girl follow trend. Yeah, I had a problem with that. Or what if white people did only white girls? How would y'all feel? Y'all do this all the time. You don't say it, you don't make it a movement, but your actions, y'all do this all the time. It will be the 57 of y'all that was in that room on this vacation. You had no problem looking around and just seeing all white. You had no problem with that. So when black girls try to do anything and they attempt and they try to center blackness, to center black girls, to center black women, to just create some kind of a space where black girls can be seen, y'all get offended. Well, what if white people did this? Well, what if white people say it was only for white? What if... They don't have to say it. They do it. They do it. You had this other company, what is it called? Tots or whatever the case is. Same thing. They do it. They don't say it. We have to say it sometimes to mobilize ourselves, to gather ourselves, to get everybody on the same page. Okay? Y'all do it. Y'all do this all the time. So I don't want to hear it. Well, what if white people do it? So shout out to this creator. Shout out to this creator. I commend her for that. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. And I hope her white audience took note. And I hope her white peers took note. Because black women are always going to do what black women are going to do. They're going to support. They're going to support. So I saw this video because black women reposted. Black women amplified this. This baby has gained so many followers because black women amplified this very thing. Black women showed her support. I hope it doesn't come right back and fall on black ears. We know these things. Talk to your white people. White people, listen. Okay? I commend her for speaking up. And the other creators, the other white creators that follow her should take note. And lastly, I saw this video about our good sis, our Auntie Tab. Love that woman. When she followed me, I was like, I was so excited. I just, Auntie Tab, I've never met her. I wish to someday. She seems like just like a lovely, warm of a person. And so she had this to say, and it literally got me, I don't want to say scared. I don't think scared is the right word. I feel like, one, it put words into a feeling I've had for a little while, but it also prepared me to know that, okay, so it's not just something I'm experiencing, it's happening to other people. And then when I also saw that, I observed like even different people that I feel like that has happened to. And I was like, okay, so if it happened to them, eventually it will also happen to me. So this is what she said.
They want to see you win until you win. They cheer you on, and then when you finally get to the place, they ready to tear you down.
They want to see you win until you win. Once you get to that place, they cheer you on. Once you get to that place, then they want to break you down. And when I tell you, I felt it in my core, I felt it in my core. And then I started thinking about the different people that I feel like I've experienced this. Sadly, That's not a conversation that I don't think a lot of us are ready to have, but sadly, it's a lot of black women that go through this. We can have that conversation when y'all are ready. But I've seen commentary online of people talking crazy at Auntie Tab. And I'm just kind of like, I've never met this person, and I'm never going to be a fanatic of anybody on something like, why would y'all like that? No. However, come a period when you observe the content that she puts out, the things that she says, what is it y'all don't like? This baby be giving y'all vegan food. She gonna have motivational speaking. She gonna have some recipes. She gonna have, she be talking to her hair. That baby be talking to her hair. She be talking to her spatula. She be talking to her dog. She don't bother y'all nothing. Okay? Auntie Tab gonna talk to Blackie. She gonna talk to Donna. Okay? She gonna talk to Sheila. Why I know all her characters? I love me some Tab. I love me some Tab. But I've seen discord around her, how wicked she is, how unchristlike she is. And I'm just kind of like, how? That baby don't even talk to y'all like that. She talked to Donna. She talked to Blackie. She talked to Sheila. And she talked to Target. And she done give us a lot of goodies. You got some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? You got some vegan dips. She gave us brands like by black women that we get to support at an affordable cost. Y'all are hating on her because y'all are jealous of her. She's winning and y'all are mad. Okay? Once upon a time, she just was sitting over here eating her food. She ain't did nothing extraordinary. Y'all are mad at her because by being herself, now who y'all wanted her to pretend to be, now who society wanted her to be, by being herself, she was able to capture the hearts of millions of people. And once she started monetizing it, once she started flying on her jets, doing her things, living her best life that she deserves, that she has earned through her hard work. If you listen to her story, she has done what she has done. But once she started earning for doing the same thing y'all be doing for free, y'all got mad. Y'all be eating your cabbage and don't nobody care. Okay? Y'all be eating your Beyond Burger meat. Okay? Every January y'all go vegan, but don't nobody care. Don't nobody pay out to eat your vegetables. They pay Auntie Tab and you people are mad. It got me thinking because again, in my life, I'm going to let you know right now, I've been winning and I will continue to win. Okay? The Lord is on my side. Sweet Black Jesus is on my side. I'm going to keep getting better and better. I'm going to keep getting more and more. And I'm going to get all of that being my regular, loud, Congolese accent self. I'm going to get all of that sitting on my couch, making reaction videos, he, ha, ha, ha. I'm going to get all that. And someday, y'all going to be mad. You will be. And I'm going to be at home, enjoy myself. I'm telling y'all right now, the way I will not give a damn. Okay? The way I will not give a damn. Because it is true, and she's not the only one. We talked about Cardi B even earlier. Y'all liked Cardi B for being loud and being like this right here. Soon as she started winning, Y'all found everything wrong with that baby. So we lack the potential of people winning, or they could win. But once they win, it be making y'all uncomfortable, especially once they win at the very same thing that y'all are doing that's not amounting to nothing. Auntie Tab is winning for eating vegan food. Y'all been vegan, done started and finished, done started and quit, 75 different days. Y'all done all that and it still did not amount to nothing. That's why y'all are mad. But the reality is when somebody's heart is pure, when somebody's putting in the work, even behind the scenes, y'all don't know the prayers that baby has made. Goodness will always attract goodness. Okay? Not the only one. Our good sis Jackie Aina. I found so many commentary online. People had everything to say. And I'll sit here and I'll watch and I'm like, okay, what exactly has she done? It was never cohesive. Nothing was ever backed up by nothing. Oh, she thinks she eat. Oh, she thinks. How are you gonna say what she thinks and you're not in her thoughts? She says nothing. Or she thinks. How will you know what she thinks if you don't have her brain and you don't live with her? As soon as black women win, y'all find something to talk about. Something to talk about. What's that lady's name? Dr. Brian. Was it Dr. Brian? The one that read, what's that baby? The dude with the hat. The one that keeps embarrassing his girlfriend, Jasmine, one of his baby moms. I'm forgetting his name, child. I don't even care. But the lady that read him for filth, as a speaker, she's doing all these, interviews, even all these podcasts. Her numbers have increased. Here comes black men. Here comes black people. Here comes black men and every other women that don't got nothing else to do. All the pygmishas. Finding ways to drop her down, to reduce her, because why? As soon as people start winning, y'all don't be liking that. Okay? So, just so you know, me, I warned you. I warned you already. Because once I start winning, I'm already, even as I'm breathing here, I'm winning. I walk, I win. Okay? Sweet Black Jesus on my side. But as soon as I start winning more money, y'all gonna be mad. And I'm gonna be in my house. Ha, ha, ha! Ha! Because I be laughing loud. Okay? Joy. Joy. The Lord gave it to me. Y'all not going to take it away from me. All right? But that's not a conversation y'all are ready for. Whenever people start getting anything, y'all be getting mad. Whenever black women reach any level of success that you people feel is unattainable or should be unattainable for black women, y'all get mad. And y'all will find anything. And this is not me saying that these women are blameless. I don't know them. But it's a pattern. If it happens to one person, be like, okay, it's just maybe them. But if you keep looking at different patterns, it's typically women that got something to say. It's typically women who are sure of themselves. It's typically women who don't be hushing about everything. Once they start winning at things that y'all do but don't get money for, y'all be getting mad. Once I start my own winning and you people get mad, I will start the anger management. I will start the anger management. Okay? Link in the bio. You are mad, pay me money. I will help you with your anger. You are so angry. Take my course. Anger management. I will help you manage your anger. Please, let's stop this wickedness. Especially against black women. Black women don't be doing nothing to y'all. Okay? They really don't. So stop it. Anyway, y'all, that's it on me. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. And I'm going to go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Bye, Z.